All right, Cameron. I have on the left side of this screen is your left side paddling, and the right side is your right side. So I know you had asked for feedback for your water technique. Sorry, this is the furthest I can zoom in for this video on the left. Um, so hopefully this doesn't render too blurry later on. So your right side, I don't think I have a lot of comments for your right side. I think everything is timed up pretty well in terms of when you're engaging your pull, when you're untwisting and sitting up. It goes very nicely. So you get fully buried at this point here, right? Paddles at a good positive angle on your full bury. And you have a really good sitting up motion as you go through your pull. So you're using your core really well. Top arm pressure looks solid through. Your blade is nicely squared as you go into your catch. Nicely relaxed through the recovery as well. Okay, so I think some minor differences with your left side now. If we take a look at your left side, I know it's a little bit more blurry. So you get fully buried right around here. Sorry. So you kind of have to estimate based on where you see your paddle, the top of your blade is with respect to your hand. It's probably around here, okay? So remember about that distance. You get fully buried maybe around here. So still pretty decent. Blade is very slightly still positive at this point. Okay, if we compare that to your right side, okay, you'll notice a minor difference here, and what causes the blade to be a little bit less positive is if we take a look at your lower arm here, right? You have a little bit more bend in that lower arm than here, right? Sorry, it's a little bit more like this. So when that lower arm bends a little bit more, you lose positive blade a little bit quicker. So slight difference there. The next thing I noticed was when you're pulling through on the left side, you don't quite sit up as quickly as your right side. So sorry, I shouldn't say quickly, but the timing of when you're using your core to sit up through your pull is a little bit off on the left. So right here, right, you get fully buried, and in this range right here, there's your back is fairly stationary, and if you look at your outer shoulder as well, your outer shoulder compared to this side here, okay, the timing of when your core engages is just very slight lag. Just a very slight lag between your left and right side. So right here, and then into this. Okay. Sorry, I'm actually like watching it carefully and continuously a little bit more as well while I'm going through this analysis with you. Yes, I'm trying to focus on that, like right as you get fully buried, that difference between what we see here in that outer shoulder, how it's moving, and then the difference right here between so I think it's fairly similar, but I think there's just a very, very fine difference between the two in terms of um, your outer shoulder acceleration backwards. Okay. I think that's probably mostly it though. Let's see what else. Okay, so just those two things. The lower arm bends a little bit earlier, and then um, the initiation of your pull is a little bit later in terms of when your core is kicking in. And I think that's pretty much it. Okay,